It seems to be working now, at least. But anyway, let me find a better picture of this if I can.
Yeah, still saying it's offline for some reason.
It should come back in a second, hopefully. Okay, that's a slightly
Oh,
better
there we
picture.
go.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, if you look at uh, the actual outfit, it kind of folds over like this with the breast, and then it's got this weird collar. I'm not gonna like put any of that in the actual model. Like maybe this part, the seam down the front, but that's it. Sam, do the basic shape, and then, I mean, if you want to see me do like a high res for other shit, I can do that too. But yeah, this is that dare part where I just keep making fucking edges and moving them into place. Alright, I think actually I probably should have done that earlier than this, but what I can do now is grab all these and kind of give them an extrusion. And yeah, okay, I don't need these. Actually, wait a minute. What am I doing here? Trying to remember how the edge flow is supposed to go. Because what I want is these to all just kind of flow along here. And then it flows up like this. If I do that, that works. Okay, so yeah. Now that goes into there. And now I have a thingy. And the edge flow was smooth once more. Although I guess with the way this is coming, I really could just kind of model in that thing, but I'm not going to be too concerned about it. So yeah, that'll just basically give me, I mean, it's not really that important since this is a flat chest version, but once I get to the bigger breastises, having this here means that I can basically take this plane, shunt it outwards, and then add more edge loops here to account for boobies.
Yeah.
And just kind of keep that going. And start rounding this out a bit. think I want to give this a fair amount of leeway just so that I can fit stuff underneath it for undergarments. Looks like shit. Yeah. Okay. So, that seems pretty nice. It's very, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, you'll notice that I don't really give a shit about clipping or anything at this point in time. Because it's more a matter of...
So how do you your the XYZ axis when you're editing each individual vertex doesn't seem to be the world XYZ axis. How do you change it to be that?
Oh, that's this here. You can have it your view axis so that it's always aligned to your view. You can have gimbal, which I'm honestly not sure what the fuck that does. Normal is, it goes along the vertex normal, which is super useful. So like, if you're editing something and you want it to pull it out like as though you were shrinking or growing it, then that always points the way the vertex is facing.
Oh my god!
You
Praise
have
Jesus that
local,
this is a
which
thing.
follows like your object orientation. So if I grabbed this in object mode and rotated it by 45 on Z, then that stays aligned with the object.
Hmm. Well, like, just to give you an idea, I've been doing modeling without this stuff, like without slide and without.
Oh, yeah, those are some
Yeah.
of my favorite things. But yeah, the two really, I mean, local is somewhat useful, but I don't, rotate my object that often to use it. The two most useful ones are definitely just global and normal. Like, you'll see me use normal a shitload because it's the easiest way to kind of, I don't know how to put it. Like, if you're stopping clipping, like if you have something and like the silhouette is nice and you just need to tweak something or pull something out just a little bit to keep it from clipping, definitely use like the normal axis, because that'll help keep the shape of your object better. And
Yeah,
you're
that
able
was
to
my main
touch
issue.
form, yeah.
I'd keep deforming my object.
But yeah, I love normal, and then global slide is useful. Cut ring all day, every day. F2. If you don't have the F2 add-on installed, you need to fucking install it. But I think
I don't know what's that do?
F2 lets me do shit like, let me find a cool way to do this. Let me just kind of like pull this off real quick. Alright, so say you've got, what are you doing to me? Okay. Say you've got a edge and say you have like faces, coming off all these. And you want to make this into like a square that kind of is the same spot. What you'd normally have to do without F2 is pull out like an edge here, grab all these, and then fill it. With F2, you just click here, have your cursor over here, and press F. And then if you had like materials assigned so that this was like red and this was white, it would, try and figure out which one is best to fill this in. And stuff like that. It is one of the most useful fucking add-ons ever. Another useful thing you can do is if you grab edges, you can control and left click and it extrudes towards your cursor. which is amazing when you're trying to retopologize stuff. And here, just to show you what F2 can do, I can be like, boop, and okay, I didn't find that one. But I can grab these and be like, hit F and boop, it'll fill that in. And if I do it again, it'll try and find the next quad. It's just super awesome. So I can take this one and be like, F, oops, that was D, not F, 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 F. And now it's just kind of giving me a thingy that I can mush into something reasonable.
It's called F2.
Yeah, it should be in, like, if you just go into the add-ons menu, I'm pretty sure it's there by default because everyone and their mother uses F2. It basically just completely replaces the functionality of the make edge face tool. Another useful one is loop tools, because say you've got, let me just kind of drag something out again. Loop tools lets you do a thing like, say you've got a set of vertices in a loop, and these are all misshapen, and you want them to be a perfect circle. You just hit W, loop tools, circle, bam, and that arranges them in a perfect circle. And then it also lets you do things like bridging edge loops. So if you have this, and then you have another one, and you just want to close in this, you just select them both, loop tools, bridge, bam.
Cool.
Yep. There are some really awesome, in fact, I can show you the add-ons that I use real quick. Where's user preferences? So yeah, I have, where's my enabled? I have contour and polystrips retopology, which are extra ones. You can't just get them by default. But I have simplify curves, that's for animation stuff. It basically lets you take like a curve with a shitload of keyframes on it and simplify it by removing extraneous keyframes that you don't really need. Ant Landscape just lets me generate landscape things. Bolt Factory adds standardized bolts, so if I go add where are the bolts? Oh, bolt. Yeah, it'll add me a bolt, and then I can configure it in here. So like the head height and shank length and diameter and just all kinds of stuff, thread length and everything. And they're fairly high poly, but you can reduce them pretty easily. So that's a neat little thing. What else do I have? Extra objects. I think this adds stuff like semicircles and stuff. Yeah, like torus objects, twisted torus, super toroid, torus knot, a stepped pyramid, honeycomb, teapot, and other interesting primitives. I've actually never really used that. I just thought it would be a useful thing to have at some point. Those are just all standard import-export. Oh, B-Surfaces GPL edition, that's another one if you're doing retopology. It's hard to demonstrate. I wonder if I can. I'd have to create a new grease pencil. And let me see if I can do it even. Essentially what it does is let you draw geometry for retopology. Where is B-Surfaces? I'm not even sure. I haven't used it in a while because all the other stuff is really super useful. Grease pencil. There's contours. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to look up a video on it. But basically, you can basically do stuff like that. So if I had a really high poly model and I just wanted to...
Oh,
like,
stream paused.
oh, god damn it.
It's okay though. I've actually managed to see everything I needed to see.
Oh, alright.
Like, Curtis might still want to keep watching, but how to start? I've got that down now.
Yeah, it's not very difficult at all, as I'm sure you noticed. I mean, it's just
I'm
a lot
back.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks.
I was showing Squirrel neat add-ons.
Ah,
Because add-ons are your friend. I think the stream might be back. Squirrel said it paused, but mine...
Yeah, it's back.
yeah, it's
I
working.
can see forever.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Other add-ons. Yeah, B-Surface is awesome. Edge Around a Fire was one that I grabbed. It was kind of neat. It kind of lets you... Like, if you were to make a square, it'll let you bend the edges of this square into, like, almost flower petal shapes, which is kind of neat. F2, that one I told you about. Inset Polygon is pretty useful, too. It basically lets you select a face. It actually might be default functionality in Blender now. But if you hit I, it'll automatically extrude a thingy inward.
So the things were F2 and what was the other one?
F2 is a big one. B-Surface
Oh, Loop Tools.
Oh yeah, Loop Tools. B-Surface is GPL Edition.
Awesome.
Mesh Relax is sort of useful. I also have Add Chain. That lets you make a curve and then it generates a chain along the curve.
That's cool.
Texture Paint Layer Manager, that one's neat. Rigify gives you a basic rig and then lets you position things, and it'll generate a rig for you if you're doing like your own custom character rigs for not Second Life stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other ones that I have that I got myself are stuff like UV Squares is super useful. It lets you take basically any quad section of a UV unwrap. You press one button and it'll lay it into an even grid.
Holy shit, what's this called?
UV Squares.
Where's the... That's not in the list here.
No, it's these are ones that I had to download separately.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Contour Retopology, which gives you like an easy stroke-based retopology for stuff like arms and legs. Polystrips Retopology is really cool, actually. Let me...
Hey, I've seen polystrips.
Oh, yeah, I did show you that shit, yeah. That thing is amazing. And I fucking love it. You just... boom. Topology. Contours, let me show you that one real quick, because that one's neat too. Can I... oh. Wait, it's still in polystrips. Alright. Draw contours, lets you do stuff like this. Oh, it has to be the selected thing. Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up royally. That's kind of funny. Here, I'll do it on this. So contours lets you do shit like that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And it generates a nice little mesh, and you can set how many edges it is, and all that good stuff, and grab them and rotate them. And then add in extra, which is pretty neat. And then there's other neat stuff. I don't know, did I tell you about Meshlint?
Maybe.
It's basically, well, the description on it is pretty perfect. It's like spell checking for your meshes. It's a little useful thing that'll let you select your object and you go into your mesh properties and select lint. Oh, I did it on UD's thing. So it finds whatever you tell it to check for. It'll check for triangles so that you can identify all your triangles. It'll let you check for n-gons, so if you have any sides that are more than 4, it'll select that for you. Non-manifold elements, so anything that is not enclosed. And it'll check for interior faces in case you've accidentally got T-junctions in your mesh. And it'll check for 6+ edge poles. So basically anything that could cause a problem, it'll highlight it. And it's like spell checking. It doesn't necessarily mean, yeah, this is wrong, you need to change it. It just means, hey, this could not be what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Check it and make sure it's what you want. Yeah. So that's pretty useful. And what else do I get? But yeah, UV squares, polystrips and contour, a Drownedifier, Avastar and Sparkles, obviously. And I've got transfer vertex normals, which I don't even know if this still works. But it was basically a thing that would let me do the stuff like when I ever showed you that sphere with the edited vertex normals, so that it's cut in half, but it doesn't look like it's cut in half. Yeah,
I see.
those are all the ones that I added myself. Like, there are tons of really awesome add-ons for Blender.
He drank the whiskey drink, he drinks the vodka drink.
I sing the songs that remind me of the good times. I think that's how it goes.
Something like that, yeah.
Sing your songs that remind you of the better times.
This man knows what's up.
Still looking for a better flamethrower. Just seeing that person that has it reminds me I need a better flamethrower.
Someone has a
I mean,
flamethrower.
I mean, I can fire fire from my penis now, but
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, the flaming penis.
Flaming fire of... What was it? Flaming thing of fiery doom. Crap, I can't remember that thing. Damn it.
I don't know.
Flaming hand of fiery doom. That's it.
yes, Curtis, I'm not
Gamers.
lighting you on fire with my penis.
I do like being on fire with my... Oh, because I got particles turned off. Because some guy was being... Oh, God. Yeah, those particles are still all there.
Oh. I'm not even looking, so I have no idea. I'm guessing the sim is getting griefed again.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Oh, wow. So many particles.
Back in my day.
Alright. I've seen enough on the stream. Thank you so much.
Yep. Did you want to keep watching, Kurt?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to if you don't mind.
Fair
It's
enough.
fun to watch.
I have shadow play, so it like has no real performance impact on my computer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, NVIDIA. I love it when you do things. All I need to do is make a viewer for what is it, Game Shield or whatever it is, their streaming thing, and I'd probably be content with life. Because the Java one that someone made's really bad. Just no encoding, man. It's horrible.
You're talking about the NVIDIA Shield thing, the portable.
Yeah, the stream. Oh well, the protocol they use for it, where you can
Oh, Game Stream.
Yeah, that's it. GameStream. That's the one.
Well, you can do stuff like
Someone made a Java viewer for it,
uh,
and you can kind of play it on anything. But whoever made it didn't do any hardware encoding, so it's like, oh, you want to run this, eh? Well, how about we use 80% of your CPU just to decode?
that sucks.
Yeah, it's not good when I was trying to run it on a tablety tablet. So I just used bloody Steams instead. And it worked really good.
Like I've got
Now I can Second Life on tablets.
yeah,
Yay.
I've got like the Nvidia Shield, and I have Lumia Viewer for Android. I haven't really tried it on that yet, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean it seemed alright. I can't imagine it would be that bad. But yeah, usually like if I'm on a device that's less powerful, well, usually I'm either on the PC or on my MacBook, because I have a MacBook Pro from school
Oh boy.
when I was doing my game art stuff. And you know, those things have like no cooling, so they go nuclear if you try to run Second Life on them.
Yeah. I got a Surface Pro 3, and it's the exact same thing on that. It's like, oh, passive heating. Ha! Have fun.
Well, it's not passive, it's got two fans in it.
Oh.
Little teeny dinky
Yeah, but
fans. And, yeah,
Two tiny ass fans, yeah.
trying to cool
I think the Surface Pro 3's got
750,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, what were you thinking, Apple?
That's all good. No one's going to use this for anything other than, I don't know,
Facebook.
internet, email.
Pretty much. I mean, I remember when they used to be marketed as portable workstations or mobile workstations, whatever you want to call it. And that is just not the
A
case
spreadsheet
anymore.
machine. Nope.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you can do all your sweet development stuff on your new MacBook Pro. Like, nope. Try to do anything, and it's like, well, they did make them quieter. That's kind of nice. I mean, they don't let you know that they're frying alive inside.
Yeah. It's like, we need to make it quieter. I know, downclock everything more. If it's getting hot, no one will ever notice.
I notice.
I think everyone does. Why am I getting 2 frames when I scroll down a website now that has like one embedded media thing on there?
It kind of does too. Like if there's a lot of like GIF images, especially for some reason,
Yep.
lag